Let me set the scene for you. It's a cool winter's night and I'm in an empty bar. One foot on the table, leaning back in my chair. Smoke swirling above me and the light diffusing through the pockets of smoke. I check my watch and it's almost midnight. So I check my revolver on the table in front of me and wipe the blood off the grip. I replace the bullet I just used and load it back up. Safety off. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm tucked in bed in my pajamas ready to answer some questions. Right, let's get this thing started. Hi, I'm Sin, I'm Wayman, I'm whatever name you know me by. Those are like the main three names I go by right now. Maybe I'll go through more in the future, we'll see. This is probably like the edited version I've done. I've taken away some of the like private information. You know, it's understandable, why wouldn't I? So this is like the short introduction just to explain what you're hearing, what you're listening to, and what you're seeing in front of you. So I think there's 3 files. So this file, which is like a short introduction explaining things, putting things into context, and then 2 question answer files. And the tracks are the main bit though. The 3 tracks, those are like the main meat of everything. In fact, this is like the last time I'll be doing questions, I think. The rest of them will be short in the future. The rest of the projects will just be music and maybe a few markers like this. So I kind of wanted to make this a little bit more of a fun listen, I suppose, rather than just me droning into a mic. But I was thinking of maybe adding like ad-libs.
Nah,
But,
what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you?
It's because my brain is like, just the way I think, I end up saying a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah, you do,
Which
don't you?
is kind of funny sometimes, I suppose.
Nah, not for me,
But
bro.
I think that's kind of effort doing ad-libs for the whole thing.
Yeah, it is kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of long, isn't it, I think. So
Yeah.
we're gonna not do that.
Alright, I'ma go then.
I should probably, talk to the people listening to this and break them into, groups. So the first group of people listening to this are producers, directors, photographers, artists, people I work with in the creative industry, I suppose. And you're also the group of people that have asked me questions I've answered. So have a look at that, I suppose, and look at the tracks and you know why you're here. The next group of people are producers and like creative people that don't know me directly, but I've been recommended this page or recommended these files to listen to. Again, if you don't have a personal interest in me or the person, behind what you listen to the tracks, just go ahead and listen to the tracks. You know why you're here. Okay. The next group of people, I'm just kind of going through this quickly, is friends of mine, personal friends that know about the music. So they don't make music necessarily with me, but you know me in my real life, my personal life, you know me. Yeah, have a listen. I don't care. You probably are sick of me and you don't want to hear the question answer. I mean, you can skim through the question answer if you're interested in certain questions, because I think I might have put the time at which the certain questions are asked. Listen to the tracks, see what kind of bullcrap I'll be making. Have fun. And the next group of people are people who know me but don't know I make music or haven't listened to any of my stuff. Well, not knowing it's me, because you probably listen to my stuff on the radio or whatever, but you don't know it's me making the music or me, writing the concepts and stuff. I don't know how you got here, to be honest with you, but fair enough. I can't stop you. I just put you in for completeness, to be honest with you. I don't like incomplete things. The next group of people are strangers. If you're hearing this, I piss off, I suppose. I can't tell you what to do. But if I were you, I'd skip through, listen to like every 5 minutes and realize it's not for me, and then move on with my life is what you should do too. The next group of people. So the next group of people, I think, are 3 types of people. The first are people who I haven't met in my life yet. Friends, family I haven't met or don't exist yet maybe. That's interesting. Hopefully I'm not a prick. Like, if I'm the most cynical version of myself, that's good. If this is the least cynical, if this is the most optimistic I'm gonna be, I'm sorry, man, I failed you. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'm still a realist in the future. I'm still seeing things as they are instead of living in a fantasy world. But hopefully I'm still quite whimsical. The next is me. I am talking to myself now and I don't know what to say. Hope you're working, hope you're doing what you want to do. You better still be working your ass off and trying to be a better person. And you better still be, I don't know what to say to myself in the future. Make sure you're better than me. Yeah, and oh, the markers are for you as well, just a review. As if I needed to tell myself that. And the next final group of people is probably the reason why I did the question and answer as well, is my family. Not necessarily just my family, but also people I've invested quite a lot of time in or have invested time into me. And as most of you know, I don't exist, to be honest with you. I only exist in basically what I make or create. Me, myself, as a person, I basically exist in the corridors that I walk in, the halls that I exist in, and the rooms that I sit in. If you take away those, I don't exist, to be honest with you. I don't really have a physical state for most people. I'm sort of like a creative powerhouse. But apart from that, that's it. But apart from that, I don't really exist anywhere, to be honest. There's no pictures of me online. I don't exist in that way. Like, I don't have social media, I don't have interactions in that way. I very much exist, as a people person. And even then, I don't really meet up with people and do that sort of stuff. So I really don't exist, to be honest with you. And because of this, I feel like I kind of owe people a part of me. And that's the reason why I did the questions. Because first of all, a lot of people in the industry don't really know who I am or what I am. Especially because of like my combination of jobs, being in physics as well as, director, as well as a musician, a producer and writer, a poet. It's a little bit complicated. So a few of you have questions that I've allowed you to ask me, of course. Yeah, you need my permission to ask me. But it's not, you do need my permission to know me. So it's not completely that wasn't a completely false statement, but that's mainly out of respect for me. That's what, most people ask, can I tell someone about you, out of respect, because of the way I move and the way I work in the industry. So this is sort of my like thoughts and opinions before the reason why I'm making this. So my family's probably listened to this in two different situations. Number one, you found this somehow, and I don't know how you found this. Maybe I've lended you the hard drive that this is on by accident or something. If that's the case, I'd hope you maybe come to me first before telling anyone else, so I can sort of explain and level with you why I kept certain things a secret and why I kept certain things the way they are and compartmentalized. Maybe I can help explain that before everyone gets on my fucking dick. But apart from that, the only other reason is I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm no longer. I don't know why I'm so happy when I say that. So how's life without me? Also, like friends, close friends I do have that are like family to me. This is also for you as well. But yeah, it's like I don't have anything to give you. You have nothing to remember me by. So just having this is kind of the respect I give you for investing time in me. Yeah, but if I'm dead, I want to say a few things. Right, I'm going to talk from beyond the grave. Every decision I made was mine. I made every single decision because I made it and I wanted to make them. I was never forced. There is no one to blame for this apart from me. Everything is on my head. So if I know what's going to happen. One of you people are going to blame another person and fall out again. Because let's be honest, every permutation of falling out has happened so far. So, and this is specifically to my family, of course. And yeah, don't blame anyone else. If you're going to blame anyone for this, blame me. I don't care, I'm dead. But yeah, don't ever blame anyone else. Everything was my decision. I'm of sound mind. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes, I ride close to certain lines, closer than most people would like me to, but that's just the way I decided to do things. And yeah, hopefully that's like the last thing I'd want you to do, is for me to die and you to fall out over it. That's not what I want. Living my whole life around basically you fighting has not been fun, and I don't want that to continue when I'm dead. I won't care. I'm dead. This is for your sake. Yeah, and I think that concludes that part. So that's what the question and answers for. Basically, my last memoir. In case I don't manage to make another record, this is the only one. This is why this one's a bit longer as well. I'm not going to, again, as I said, I'm not going to do a question and answer every single time. This is just the only one. And then after this, I'm going to make it brief, so you can just listen to the music afterwards. That's fair enough. I've got some questions to answer coming up. Oh, markers. I should probably get into markers. So I've written down from a job application website some markers. So my full name as of now is, that is the name I was given by birth by my parents, and it's still the same. Aliases I go by are, like I said at the beginning, Sin, short for Cinnamon, Wayman Jones, and kind of on and off Ravioli, depending what type of mood I'm in. My gender is male. My age is, I'm turning literally, oh, as of now, 1 day. So I'll be releasing this hopefully on my birthday. My weight currently is 78.5 kg. My height is so because obviously I box, well, I used to before Corona hit, and they like to say I'm 6 because they always like to play down the height or play up. I've never seen them play up because of competition stuff, so they've always played it down. So I think I'm actually like almost 6'1", but they say 6 because why not? it makes people want to fight you when you say 6 rather than 6'1", but I'm somewhere between 6 and 6'1", 6'1", that is. My current jobs are, so right now full-time basically I do physics. That's basically what I spend most of my time doing. I'm also a writer. So in writing, I write scripts, for example, like Man Like Mobeen. I was contacted to finish that off for them. I do poetry, that's like the main writing I do, that's how I got started in writing. I do like little bits and skits sometimes, for example, the Morgan Freeman Savage Mode 2 script. And I just write concepts in general, little things. So when I write, it's quite freeform. I don't like try structure in a certain way to sell it to somebody or publish it in certain ways. I write basically I'm the writer's writer. And I'm the poet's poet and I'm the musician's musician. That's basically what I am in everything. I do it so I can help other people write or work with them. For example, the Armitage book, Magnetic Field, was something I had great fun working on. And I also, so mainly I direct music videos for music I've made. That's kind of my role as a director. So I normally try direct something that I've had a creative input in the musical process, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, whether I want to split it up and change it or create a different narrative to the actual song or do the actual songs. So for my religion, I don't really believe in religion. My mum grew up a little bit religious, kind of religious, because she grew up, so my parents are both from my home country, and they kind of, obviously the religion was quite a big influence there, but when they came over, I feel like it was kind of diluted. But yeah, for me personally, I don't really believe in a religion like that. I'm pretty much just, I don't know if I even believe in a god or not. Like, as a scientist, people think you're not supposed to believe in it, you're supposed to be the logical one. But I don't know, after studying physics at certain levels, you start realizing a lot of the mathematical designs of the universe do seem to, it can't just be a coincidence, surely not. So I don't know, you do ask yourself questions sometimes, right? Like, is God a mathematician? Because of the way the universe works, and you argue these different philosophies in your head on a personal level. I don't think these questions necessarily matter right now because we're still figuring stuff out, but I don't know, on a personal level, for me at least, it's just something that keeps me in check. It's not necessarily, I feel like my own rules for myself are stricter than any religion would ever impose on me. So that's the way I live, my own rules basically. So right now, in terms of family, so immediate family, so I grew up only with immediate family in the UK, and currently I have 2 parents, 2 sisters, and both sisters are in relationships currently. One's married and has 2 kids. I have 2 nieces, and the other younger sister, so I'm the youngest of the family. One sister's 3 years older than me, the other one's 12 years older than me, and they're both doing their own thing. My relationship status is single, most of you know this. Place of birth, London. Ethnicity, British Asian. I'll put working class in there, / working class. Yeah, and that's all the markers I want to put on right now. So yeah, let me quickly explain what the trilogy is. So the trilogy is basically 3 tracks, of course, 3 trilogy, and it's basically stolen from Kendrick Lamar's The Heart. I'm not gonna lie, Kendrick's been a huge influence on me, and I think it's a really interesting way he's done that. So Kendrick Lamar does a Heart series, and every time he releases an album, he normally pairs a Heart track with it, and that's kind of his thoughts and opinions and expressions during this period of time. And you can see how it changes. You can see how his mindset and stuff has evolved, and I think that's quite an interesting thing to do. So I'll be doing like a trilogy series. So every, you know, maybe 5-6 years, I'll create a trilogy, given that I'm still alive, and then you can see my thoughts and opinions evolve and stuff, and it'll be, you know, mainly about what I'm thinking of right now. So currently this trilogy, Kraken, is about something, and the first 2 tracks are basically like Kendrick's The Heart, essentially, in the same conceptual theme. Not musically, not lyrically, nothing. This is all me. A lot of it's sampled, obviously. I wanted to sample a lot of the instrumentals that I kind of liked. I'm not going to be making my own music for this. I think I will produce some stuff, maybe in the future, once I get really, really, really good. I'll be able to produce like a whole EP, like Night Fonda, and produced a whole EP in five hours. And half of that time was just talking about records we liked. So, guys, crazy. So if I get to that level, maybe I'll produce the whole thing. But I feel like for now, I think it's interesting to use other people's, because I get to use the concepts they used and tie it in and overlap more. So it's more interesting in that way, for me at least. But because I kind of stick with production, my own production, I sort of work on the albums I'm working on right now. Because I'm a little bit tentative when it comes to releasing my own produced stuff, because I don't know if my own produced stuff will end up on someone else's project, and I don't accidentally leak, right? So I'm a bit, it's easier to just work on other people's stuff on this. But for my own genuine stuff, I will be, in the future, I'll be making my own stuff. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, I suppose, in the next few years. So yeah, I will see you in the questions part, or the, I feel like a lecturer. I'll see you in which this could be very good practice for the future. So I'll see you in the questions part, or the trilogy tracks, or maybe I won't see you, maybe I'm dead. We'll end on that.